Hello, everybody. Welcome to the EWRL Season 3B Awards ceremony. I'm Emerson Arn, the league owner for EWRL, and I will be joined shortly by Luis Torres. We have a good amount of awards for y'all, but before we even get into them, I want to go through how this season went, as I am currently doing something right now on Facebook. But yeah, this season, it was meant to be a tribute season at first. Honestly was. We had fights, but we also had a lot of good moments. Um, it was a lot of fun to get back into league racing. Oh, here's Luis. But it was a lot of fun to get back.
Had a lot of good moments.
Wait, is that my stream?
It was a lot of fun to get back into league racing.
I am sorry for that double feedback. That was that was beyond me. But yeah, it felt great to get back into owning EWRL again. It was great, and I feel like I know more than what I did going into season 3A, what was originally going to be the third season, and it's just I gained a lot more knowledge from when that happened to now, and to now the end of this season, going into our 2 series starting next year, the Formula One series starting on Formula One 2016, and continuing the NASCAR series on NASCAR Heat Evolution. Anyway, here's Luis. He joined. If you want to introduce yourself, Luis.
Sure, I'm pretty much what I'm usually known as the Mr. Stardom Part, Mr. I did not have a PS4, can't get my PS3 fixed. I pretty much became the conscious of EWR. I've pretty much been the word of reason kind of guy, kind of like the supporter, and until today, I've just not been a driver. Now, finally, going forward, I'm going to be the damn driver that I wanted to do, and without the continuation of EWRL, I don't think that would have been possible.
Yeah, today he at least we found out today. I don't know if he got it last night or any other, but
I got it this morning, by the way.
Okay, so this morning he got a PS4, and I'm still sitting here for PS3. I'm gonna get my PS4 in 2 weeks, guys. So don't worry, I'm gonna get mine. Just almost there.
How the hell I was Kevin Harvick in Heat Evolution and I did not win at Phoenix? Because I was thinking too stupidly and trying to dive bomb Kyle Busch and Jimmy Johnson 800 times.
Shit.
I'm getting back to the console and the things of NASCAR racing for the first time in 3 and 4 years.
Mm-hmm. So how is Heat Evolution in your opinion?
I think it can be handling is key. It's pretty stiff. It's kind of like Dirt to Daytona-esque. That if you mess up, it's going to get extremely tight. It's pretty much stiff, tight, and handling. That's probably the best way to describe it. But it's not as bad as people make it amount to be. It's challenging, I will say that. In some tracks, that's proven when you try to gain ground, you can do the best you can, but it's very difficult. I have it at 7%, and I'm trying to run every racetrack. I try to win every one of them so I can then focus on Formula One, which would probably be my detriment right now.
Because open wheel race car on a street course is so much easier than driving a 3,400-pound stock car in an oval.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of like extremely stiff. But I'm enjoying it. I'm in Loudon right now in the top 10, even though I should be in the top 3 with Harvick. Get out of the way, Casey Mears. Why you're even in the top 10 to begin with is beyond me.
Well, that's good. Well, I guess and it's time to announce the first couple words of the night. Let's go ahead and let's give out the award for the holy shit moment of the year. And God, the memories of this one, it's hilarious. Let me tell you what, if you have not seen this, if you have not seen this moment, I'm sorry, my sister is here. But if you have not seen this moment, that you really need to go see it. I might actually show it for you after I give the award to it. Give the award out. So the holy shit moment of the year award goes to the Spring Talladega cooldown lap. Oh my god. Get out of here. Sorry. My little brother and my sister are running around. After the very first thing I told them was to leave me alone for the next couple hours. But I do because they hate me anyway, but you know. Alright. So the holy shit moment of the year goes to the Spring Talladega cooldown lap. Have you seen that, Luis? I've sent it to the chat a billion times.
I'm trying to remember if I've seen it. It's just not in the top of my head. When I looked at it, it's like cool down. I'm curious to know because it's not what happened last year with dipshit moment of the year when the whole front pack was destroyed.
No, this was after the race. Well, the front pack was destroyed, but this was after the race.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, please share it, and then maybe it'll come back to my mind.
I have to go to my channel, though. I have to look it up. As I go onto YouTube, I just see everything I used to watch, and hey, look, there's somebody watching the live stream. Shout out to whoever's watching. Let's see if we can find it here. It's funny. It was the fifth round of the season.
Okay.
So it was the Spring Talladega race, as I said. So let's see. Type it in. All right, so here it is. It is part 3. It was like 26 minutes in. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the tab before something starts playing. All right. So as I get to that moment, or just wait, because this it's hilarious. Like every time I watch it, I get a kick out of it. I'm sure y'all will.
All right, I think I found the video.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and screen share right now.
Okay.
Screen share. Full screen. All right. And now check. Right here. I turn my volume all the way up. This is something else. So I'm gonna play from the trial oval. Let's watch. Oh, what? I have the tab muted. Smart person. All right, here we are. Here we go.
On your rear. Nice ground right there, buddy. Stay tight.
Oh, everybody died.
There's 5 second gap between you and the leader.
Let me play that in slow motion.
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't recall that one. But yes, it's like wow, everybody died.
It was hilarious. Oh my god.
It's like they just one wrecked and everybody's just exploding.
Yes. Oh my god. Holy shit moment of the year, and I'm sure everybody who was a part of it will agree. And let me just play it once more in slow motion.
On your rear. Nice ground right there, buddy. Stay tight.
Goodbye.
The where?
Wow. Imagine if that was the last lap and everybody wrecked.
Aw. If it wasn't the cooldown lap, that'd be shitty. All right, so that was the first award. Thoughts on it?
I say
Is
it's
it?
worthy. Yeah, I say it's worthy. It earns it.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, if I, you know what? Honestly, what I voted for holy shit of the year,
What?
it has to do when somebody's word was actually agreed upon, actually showed up. That only lasted for one run and then goodbye. Because I thought that would never happen, honestly, but that was more worthy and more entertaining.
Who? I'm confused. Who?
No, it doesn't matter. It's no big deal.
Okay. Hey, no. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I need that on. My brother's trying to mess up my lighting right now. Perfect.
Wow.
Oh well.
That should not happen.
That's what we're at right now too. On the other end of the spectrum, the most boring race of the year has to be probably the fall Talladega race.
Well, we went from the most exciting, one of the more memorable moments to nothing. And oh yeah, the clusterfuck 500. I remember that one. It
The
ended up
Orion's
being nothing.
Clusterfuck 500. Caution after caution after caution, cussing everyone out. It was horrible, but also from a spectator standpoint, it was probably very boring. Could you agree with that, or have any other?
I think it was one of those that I don't think you streamed live, or I was very busy. Well, I know I remember making a promotion about that race, and I think wasn't that the one that Dylan won?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at least I do remember that. But I think it might have been the one where I was either busy or the stream was not accessible.
Maybe the stream wasn't up. It's probably a good thing.
Yeah. That would make sense. Stop going to the grass, Harvick. I'm multitasking at the same time, and I think this multitasking is not helping my cause for Harvick because I'm 0 for 2 with him. I put Regan Smith in the victory lane, but I can't put Harvick. That's just embarrassing. And I went to the grass again.
GG, Luis. GG.
Dude, come EWRL NHE, I guarantee myself I'll get at least a top 10. Why is Tyler Reddick just sitting there?
What's one award you're excited to get to? We're not going to get to it next, more than likely. But
I think best record.
best record. God damn, I don't think there really is the best record award. I mean, I have records.
I know, but I think I'm gonna say Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year? Ooh, that's a good one. And the thing is, most people have no idea that this person is going to win Rookie of the Year. It's been all selected and everything. Well, there wasn't really a vote. It was based off which rookie was highest in points. But before we get to that, we have some more awards. And I think this award coming up next is going to be very appropriate. I'm just going to wait a couple more seconds because I'm trying to do these awards every 5 or so minutes. You feel me? But, you know, this guy, apparently we're on Wi-Fi. We're on Wi-Fi. All right, I fixed it, I guess. This guy This guy deserves a lot. He gets a lot of shit. Um, he's normally the one. He just gets a lot of shit, and his driving isn't credited. Isn't credited at a lot. You have to give it to the breakout star of the year, in my honest opinion, Brett Baker.
I can agree on it. Usually, what I've seen, he's usually right up there.
He's up there. He's in the top 5, top 3 most of the time.
Nobody gives him a plug. I think the only plug I gave him was some joke about him having the slowest vehicle in the world or something. But he does have the thing about Brett. He does have a great collection of diecast cards from what I've seen. But yeah, his driving. I would not be surprised if he's going to be a premium contender next season.
Well, that's the thing. I don't even think he has a PS4 yet.
Oh.
But
when that time comes.
But he's always running top 3, top 5, or he keeps his car the cleanest. He's always good at managing what he has to get to the end, and he's up there. He hasn't won yet, but he's up there, and he's contending for a win because he's staying out of trouble.
Yep.
Manage and maintain his stuff, and he's really, I guess you could say, aggressively conservative driver, if that makes any sense. Because he's conservative about what he has, but he's aggressive by what he does.
I can agree on that.
Because I know probably most of the drivers in the league, we're not used to damage yet. I was used to damage, but not many were used to it. And I don't think he was either. But when he got the damage, something must have clicked in his brain to make sure that he keeps his car clean. And whatever he does is working for him, because everybody else is so focused on trying to get to the lead, they're trying to get up to the front, that they end up wrecking themselves or getting caught up in other people's drama, getting a wreck or something, or just have bad luck. And Brett got on through them, and he passes cars that are either having trouble or that are wrecked out, but he's able to maintain his stuff, which has him up there towards the end.
That is very true. When like I said, he could be a championship contender next season for sure.
Oh yeah. And I give him a lot of shit. I call him an asshole half the time. But Brett's a really cool dude.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't talked to Brett, or you don't really know Brett, you should make some sort of. Well, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying, Brett's a cool guy. If you need someone to hang out with, I'm sure he'll be there. I mean, and he's also part of the military. He's just a well-rounded individual who also has a little bit of but that's just Brett for you, I guess.
Yep. Little side note, why the fuck is Ryan Ellis in 4th in this Denny Hamlin challenge?
What the fuck are you playing?
What the fuck's Ryan Ellis is doing up there? That's not the only one that he pops up in the top 5 in these Toyota challenges.
I don't know what to tell you.
Speaking of the last race, I got 3rd, and what was it? And Bus House got a faster lap than I did. I gotta give Harvick that win because I won with everybody but Harvick thus far. As far as
did you keep finishing 2nd?
Nope, I finished 3rd.
All right.
But yeah, I definitely agree. Like I mentioned about the diecast collector, he has a couple that I'm looking for, but obviously it's not on my number 1 radar at the very moment, kind of like with his Gordon diecasts.
Let's go on to the next award. Now, this race, nobody really remembers. But if you look at it from a spectator standpoint, and you look at the race as a whole, the most exciting race of the year, I honestly have to say, was New Hampshire. I'll go back and I'll read the race report if I can find my phone. Where's my phone? I don't know if that race report's gonna happen.
Was that the Lobster 300 that Larry was promoting?
Yeah, I think it was. Sorry, guys, I'm looking. There it is. It's on the floor.
It was the Lobster 300. Wasn't that a Vanessa winning race or was a Lewis winning race?
There goes my laptop. I got you in a second. All right, sorry about that. And there goes my Ethernet cable. Fuck.
Not today, Harvey. You're gonna finish second to me. What? Ryan Ellis is in third, of all people.
Of all people.
It's like saying Jeff Green is gonna win the Xfinity race in 2016.
All right. So here we are. Sorry, it took a little bit. But yeah, the most exciting race of the year, in my honest opinion, has to be New Hampshire. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'll read the race report. Because if you don't remember what happened, I'll also go through after I read the race report. And it was the Revin for Lobster 301 at New Hampshire. So here's the race report. The race was pretty clean. There was a first lap crash, and then we had runs with cautions here and there. And on lap 110, the field was red flagged for drama in the chat with Dylan and GTA. The race ended under green with an intense battle between Markle, Vanessa, and Landon. And let me tell you, those cautions came at decently great times to keep the action going. Even though there were a few cars a lap down by the time a caution came out, there were still enough cars in the lead lap to where it made the race. Yeah, it made the race interesting, and it was just a lot of fun. And that last caution came out at a great time to the point where Vanessa, Marco, Landon, and a couple others were up there. Don't forget, Landon had a yellow engine at this point, and he was trying to win the race, and that you got to give Landon that credit there, because he's able to compete with Vanessa, two very experienced, very good drivers, very good at what they do.
Gotta give a shout out to Leonard. Hope all is well. One first off, and the fact that he managed to hang on with, in my eye, the most dominant female gamer of the NASCAR community. That shows how well Lenny can be when the time comes. And I think he pretty much did an Earnhardt. And what I mean by an Earnhardt, because I was watching the Winston Cup race at Bristol in '85, when Bristol used to be completely different. Earnhardt pretty much ran most of the race without power steering, and won the race, no less, at Bristol.
I can probably agree with that. That battle was intense because the lead kept changing and changing and changing. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun. I was a lap down in 7th, but it was a lot of fun.
Based on what Emerson's saying, I suggest you guys watch it, because I don't think you're not going to see that in Sunday's race, that's for sure.
All right, so our next award will be coming up in a second. Whoever's watching, shout out to you. Oh, I see the people in the chat. Oh, hey, it's Mike watching. Which reminds me, last year we had a most enthusiastic person about EWRL. If I had to give out that award this year, that would probably go to Mike. Even though he's not a driver, he's always there in the chair, involved, trying to become involved, and I appreciate Mike for trying to stay in touch, I guess.
Yep. Well, besides me, I think Mike is the only other one that That's going to be the super rookie. Well, not really super rookie because he's been involved with EWRL for quite a while, like I have. But yeah, I definitely agree. Even though sometimes you get a little bit awry when it comes to his topics.
All right, so the next award to
By the way, Mike, if you ever see this,
probably watch it.
50, I probably will beat you in the 500. Just watch.
All right,
All right.
next award is the most dominating win of the year. And this one, we kind of all saw this coming. If we had to predict these awards at the beginning of the season, you would probably pick. I mean, this driver and track combination for this award, because we saw it coming. But when we got there, boy, it was insane. There was only 2 other drivers to lead that race besides this driver, and there was only 2 cautions, and he drove away from the field. The most dominating win of the year goes to Lewis M. Doc 1
At what? It kind of cut off.
Sonoma.
Okay, there you go. Because when you were saying it, just the feet went off, but that does not surprise me, honestly, because when it comes to Lewis and road courses, you got to be on your absolute A game to show up. And I would say, can you tell me who were the other 2 guys that led?
Manic and Sniper? Or Manic and Markle? Or Sniper and
Okay,
one of them.
I was thinking either Marco, the criminal, or Vanessa, but more or less Marco was definite.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? I mean, we all saw that coming. Like you said, you got to be on your A game if you're going to have any other competition.
I agree. I can agree on it. Like, even though my road course is something I need to work on quite a bit. But yeah, I could definitely see that one. I actually, based on the races that I saw and vividly remember recently, it was probably you, but only the only reason because I had to pretend I gave you a $115,000 bonus money for leading on lap 115, and then you won the race.
That was insane. Which we'll come up to that later. Right now, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be back at the bottom of the hour.
Anybody got time for commercials? What are we talking about? How am I not so good with Harvick? I'm supposed to be kinging Vegas. Jeez, come on. Bobby, you're not helping me. Give me a faster lane. There we go. Much smoother that time in the corner. I think I'm going to probably not win this race again, and I have to use Harvick again. You know, Harvick is probably my number 2 or 3 guy in the sport. Okay, at least beat Logano for once. Jeez. Well, so much for winning in Vegas. On to Indianapolis, my bitch track. Talk about obsolete mule, which I believe that is certainly Mike. Crash that. Well, yeah, I'm hitting the wall right now. 1 to go. I'm going to probably finish 5th instead of winning the race in Harvick's car.
No commercials, Luis?
Oh, wait. I was in charge of the commercials. I don't remember. Okay, let me come up with something. Hello, I'm Kevin Harvick. This is your man. I'm playing NASCAR EWRL. You want to be a guy? You want to see get my ass kicked? Try to beat me, because I'm trying to do everything I can try to get by Brad Keselowski with that shitty Brad car in front of me, and I'm going to finish 5th in Vegas because I fucking suck all of a sudden because this track is so damn demanding, and I couldn't do it for Dan, and I'm so disappointed. Even if I get a speed rating of 100, you still finish 5th. I'm Kevin Harvick, and I do not approve this message. And guess what? Fuck my pit crew.
I can agree with that. Welcome back to the EWRL Season 3B. Welcome back to the EWRL Season 3B Awards ceremony. It's time for the next award. The next award of the night. We only got a few more. Here. I know this is going to be a very controversial award. But the upset of the year. Luis said it was Chicago with Cody, right? Or what? Cody and what?
Cody winning just in general, because at the beginning of the season it looked like Cody was a shoe, like a dark horse, and then Cody just all of a sudden lined it up down the stretch.
Well, I know Cody, and I actually expected him to at least get one win before the season's over.
Because I couldn't really tell you an upset win, honestly, that I remember, because the guys who won were probably expected. Honestly, the only one that came up in my mind was that I could think of was probably Cody, unless I know Chevy didn't win. I can't remember his first name.
He did at Daytona.
Oh, he did?
I'm gonna change the award like right now. Should I? Nah.
Well, you already told the show
anymore. He doesn't even give a fuck. But I said the upset of the year was myself dominate. Not dominate. Wait, I was going for the wrong win. I did not dominate at all. The upset of the year probably was myself winning the race and the championship off the final restart at Homestead.
I see that. I said that was the exciting finish of the year or something like that.
Most exciting race. I don't even know what happened to that award. I don't see it on here. I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for it, but I mean, to be honest, did anyone see that coming?
I don't know.
I did not see it coming in myself either. But yeah, I would say, unless y'all have something else that's pretty much better of an upset than stealing the championship away on the final restart of the season.
I can't think of any.
Yeah. Which leads me to ask, what do you think is the biggest upset in NASCAR history?
NASCAR history. I thought about it. I can't really. If I want to say Buescher, but I really don't know now. Honestly, I say Trevor Bayne at Daytona, but he had a good car throughout the week. I think it might be Chris Buescher, because before that happened, Buescher was non-factor. He was like in the bottom 25, bottom 10 on a consistent basis. Bottom 15.
How about David Reagan, 2013?
From the car perspective, yes. But Dave Reagan is usually good on the play track, so I see that's an upset for the
2011 Daytona.
Honestly, think Regan Smith would have been the upset win at 08 at Talladega, because that was like the final legs of DEI.
Regan Smith?
Yeah, but obviously he got penalized, even though I still firmly believe he got forced. But I think I'm going to go with Buescher for now. I have to really think about it.
Yeah, I can say the upset in NASCAR history could be Chris Buescher. Now, I'm glad that we're going to get right off this topic in just a couple seconds here. Well, scratch that. We're not going to get right off the topic because we're going to be on the same 10 minutes are not really going to be Brandon's favorite 10 minutes. Sorry. The next award, I probably could have picked a better order than this. But the next award, the dumbass moment of the year. Now, before I give out this award, even though it might be somewhat obvious what it is, before I give out the dumbass moment of the year award, let's reflect back to how this award came about. If we go Sega, we never really considered this award an award before this race. But this race, you have to be a special kind of retarded to do what happened one lap after a restart in this race. We went green, and the leader peels off to the apron. We're coming around. We're 3, almost 4 wide. That's not the dumbass. Dumbass was the car that peeled off to the apron was now sitting in the middle of the race and literally sat there and took us all out. Now, that was the Dumbass Moment of the Year award being born. Now, the Dumbass Moment of the Year award this season could be pretty similar to that if you think about it. Now, it wasn't intentional. This one was not intentional, but it's still pretty stupid that the Dumbass Moment of the Year award goes to part-timer making his third start of the season, final start of EWRL, taking out Brett Baker with 6 laps to go at Homestead.
Does it involve? Does it start with a D and it ends with an R?
Yeah, it's a data car.
Oh, okay. Okay, you did mention it. I just I know what you're talking about, but I was just wanting to just say it.
Yeah, data car 24 taking out Brett with 6 laps to go at Homestead. Probably not Brett's moment of the season.
Right, 2 more tracks to run, and Harvick has not won any of them.
Now, let's take a little bit of time. We should acknowledge Brandon. We all thought it was going to be Brandon or Vanessa or the criminal winning this championship.
They were the guys to beat.
Vanessa just stopped showing up. The criminal couldn't handle damage. So that really left Brandon, Markle, Sniper, Manic. You know, all of those are contenders for a championship. And Brandon drove away with it. It was really gonna be either Brandon or Cody. Gonna be any battle. It was gonna be Brandon and Cody. But that caution really screwed things up for him.
No, it seemed like it seemed to was the championship that got away from everybody at one point. Because we had all the heavy hitters, and then all the heavy hitters either had bad luck or vice versa.
Where that golden horseshoe is, because it's probably so far up my ass. I've gotten super lucky this season. I can't.
But yeah, I can definitely agree, and I do remember the dumbass of the year when it was like did shit of the year last year.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Well,
I guess Darlington. I think Darlington have a chance of winning. Let's hope so.
all right. So let's go ahead. We'll roll out with the next award. The next award we have. Next award we have. We should get these couple awards done right now. Let's give 3M Lap Leader of the Year award. First of all, who comes to mind when you think of lap leader?
The Criminal or Vanessa and Lewis.
Yeah, pretty much all three. I thought it was gonna be either the Criminal or Sniper. But when I did the research and I went back through all 26 races of note, it came out to be the driver leading the most laps this season. The 3M Lap Leader Award goes to what-de-do, Lewis M. Doc 1.
Yep, I figured.
Nah, I expect.
If you
Yeah, I
dominated
expect.
Sonoma, then you're pretty much a shoe-in.
Oh yeah, he dominated Watkins Glen too, but a late race restart screwed him out of that.
Oh.
So talking about 3M Lap Leader Award,
The winner of the 3M.
Brandon pretty much did a Kevin Harvick of 2015.
Yeah, I can see that. What the fuck happened? I just hit the one and it just died.
Not
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that he had any control over it, but
Who's eating chips in the background?
me.
Oh, of course. No, I was just kidding.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, I was just kidding. I said, of course, like, oh wait, take that back. But I was thinking, who be eating chips besides your brother? Because it sounds like somebody's eating chips.
I'm alone.
You never know. The door might have been open, but I'm sure you. It would have been closed. I don't know, but
I'm in the living room.
yeah. But yeah, the winner of that 3M award gets a $10,000 bonus and a autographed picture from Justin Timberlake.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, had that controversy not happened at all, and it came out exactly, the results came out exactly the same. It would have been more easy to do the art photo. I think I'll still do it in a couple of weeks probably.
Wait, DR voted for what?
For you as the EWRL champion.
Oh,
That
I was
is
supposed to work on my championship photo earlier this week, and I never got around to it.
There's time.
But yeah. How many times has the driver who's led the most laps of a season lost a championship?
I imagine quite a bit. I don't know who exactly, besides probably Harvick, maybe David Pearson and Leroy Yarborough. But maybe, I don't know, maybe Jeff Gordon in 96? Probably a couple of them out there. I just have to look up the information and take the time to do it.
All right. So along with Lap Leader Award, what else comes to mind when you think of the 3M Lap Leader Award?
Didn't we just do that one?
No, I know. I'm asking, like, what other awards come to mind when you think of the 3M Lap Leader Award?
Awards or drivers?
Awards.
The hard charger of the race? Of the year?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
the
award.
Give me a break. Give me a break. The Kit Kat Give Me a Break driver of the year goes to the driver that just needs a break, needs to catch a break, but just couldn't.
Tristan.
Flame on.
Let's see. So, along with the 3M Lap Leader Award, much paired up with it, is the Sherwin-Williams Fastest Lap Award. Now, I said that's paired up, but it's not won by the same driver. I can kind of see this coming because usually at the end of races, if this driver is not in the competition to win the race, he'll usually be trying to go for the fastest lap. He'll try different setups. He does a lot of things trying to get that fastest lap. And that driver, that driver is also the driver tied with the most wins this season. But that driver is not me. That is the criminal. So you can imagine if he,
Michaels. Yeah.
you can imagine if he's won 5 races this season, then that means there have to be a lot more where he wasn't in contention to win, but he still went for a fastest lap. And that just shows you how good of a driver he is, because back to Mr. No Name, Hype Boy Luis will refer him as, calling the criminal Darius as a out of touch driver.
I don't know why if I call him Shawn Michaels and I portray myself as Vincent Kennedy McMahon, should that be me as out of touch? Because honestly, I kind of am. Not as much as I used to, but.
Well, I mean, Vincent McMahon.
But like I said, like don't ever count out the criminal. He may have a couple races where he may not win, or vice versa, or he may be on hiatus or in sabbatical and then come back. Don't count him out at any moment, because he will come back and probably win 3 or 4 races right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
And that's when every time he comes back, he usually finds a way to win multiple races when he comes back. So.
Let's take a flashback.
Indeed, criminal, by the way, just to give you an FYI, I have not crashed yet in NASCAR Heat. Formula One, that'll be a different story. That's how. Oh, Ryan Ellis, you dumb motherfucker! Get off my bumper. But yeah, I think if he runs the whole season, which I don't know if he will, he's got to be a definite favorite to win the championship. He's definitely in my top 3 championship contenders for 2017.
Oh yeah. But the criminal, let's take a flashback. Before Daytona, we didn't even talk to the criminal. I never talked to Darius. Or I barely did. And after Daytona, I guess he heard EWRL was back up again. He decided he wanted to run Atlanta, see how things were going. He ran Atlanta, he won. Stay for the rest of the season. He ended up winning 5 times. But the after damage, his only win came at Phoenix. And that was after the race was restarted several times. But yeah, Darius, he didn't even think he was gonna race this season, and all of a sudden he comes in here and ties for the most laps or most wins, and now has the fastest lap award.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
Darius
is
when he came back.
Huh?
He never missed a beat, honestly. I think if he puts the whole season together, I say he's gonna be the toughest guy to beat every single track.
I thought he was gonna be the championship winner by the end of the season.
That's what I was thinking.
But damage was just only damper.
But every time when I looked at the results, he's either there or not there, so I kind of viewed him as a special attraction part-time driver. It may look that way.
That. Well, the next award,
What are you doing, Casey Mears? Stop dumping me.
I don't know. No, I'll save that award. The next award we'll give the most emotional win of the year. Now, there weren't too many. What comes to mind when I say most emotional comes Dylan's first win, Cody's first win, Manic's first win.
Oh,
But
darn.
they never really acted. Well, Dylan did, but he's no longer here.
I forgot. That
Cody
should
never really
have been
acted like it
my.
was his first win
That should
because
have
it
been my
probably wasn't.
upset.
It wasn't his first win in league racing.
Okay, then never mind.
But
I was gonna say
also,
that should have been my
Cody doesn't
upset
use his
pick.
mic. Cody doesn't use his mic that often. And unless somebody else can tell me what happened at Pocono for Manic, most emotional win of the year, I know I'm just giving the award to myself, but I mean, I honestly felt that Texas was pretty emotional. I mean, I've never dominated a race like so and had not the best car. Definitely not the best car. But I was able to stay out of trouble. I stayed up front. I had my track position. I had a clean car the whole race. I led about 100, 110 laps. And I went on to win that race.
Yep,
And
$107,000 to
you don't
boot.
understand. Years after that in the officials chat, I was so happy. Like, oh my God. I'm like still smiling. I'm smiling stupidly by saying it by me getting this award. I mean, I don't know. Of yelling.
I totally understand. Also at your home track, no less.
I forgot about that. It's my home track. I've never won a race at Texas where I cross the start finish line first in my league at my home track. And I led the most laps. And I remember Brandon sending me this message, congratulating me. He said, "You took this race by the balls and you ran with it." If it wasn't like that, it was something like that.
God damn it! Fuck you, Joy Legault. Finish second to him. And there's the big one. Continue.
Yeah, but that award, I don't even need the award because I already know that that's probably the best win of my league racing career. Besides Homestead, but Homestead honestly was just super lucky. And I can't really say that Homestead was a good one. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 awards left. We should be good to go for the rest of the show. All right, so this next award, Trip of the Year. And I already gave this this award, or not this award, but an award similar. But this race just deserves it that much. Absolutely the worst race, probably the worst race in EWRL history. The derp, big derp of the year.
Derp.
Yeah, the elections at Talladega. I mean, I've never seen a league race have caution from the beginning to end like so. We probably ran, out of 102 laps, we probably ran 80 of them under caution.
Wow.
I'm not even exaggerating. Maybe it was closer to 70. But we were in either 70 or 80 laps under caution. That was just, God, man.
You guys, this 80 laps under yellow looks like you guys were in an economic crisis.
Saving
74.
fuel. I'm sure you could win. You could have gone that entire race on one tank of gas. No, maybe 2 tanks. I don't even think I pitted for more than 2 tanks. All right, so that's that. Any comments on the Derp of the Year award?
I guess that one or the race that known that you know who did the race and quit after.
That actual person did it in 2 different races.
The lather, not the first one, the second.
Kansas.
I would say probably that. Which was the one that he deliberately wrecked as many people as possible?
Oh, him and Dylan got into it at Kansas.
Okay, then
And
that, I say that. I would say that one just for the sake that wasn't Dylan denied a win because of that?
yeah, I'm glad Dylan got a win before he was eventually kicked out of the league. I mean, it wasn't really my choice. I was doing it to be fair and that the drivers really wanted him out of the league. He did cause a lot of shit at Texas.
Yep.
I didn't want to do him like that, but that's just tough luck, I guess.
But ultimately led to, I would safely say, Vanessa's final race of the season, correct?
Yeah.
Wasn't Texas her last one that she ran at this moment?
Yes.
Okay.
And I highly doubt she'll be next season. I haven't even asked her. I haven't talked to her in like forever. Well, right now would be a perfect time. I'll be right back with the rest of the awards. Luis, take it away.
All right. NASCAR Heat Evolution, after playing at every track, it seems like I could have some potential. Loudon may be a bitch to me, so will Texas. I think Sonoma may be my more demanding one because I have to be very cautious in the quarters because I almost flipped over with Dale Jr. That's the only race that I had to restart. I played at every track just to boost up to unlock every one of them. And just say I ran every track and try to win in every one of them as best as possible. I think my road course is just maybe my biggest challenge, but we'll just see. Anyways, let's talk about Toyota because it seems like this game just loves Toyota so much. The DLC pack is free with Toyota. Now that I completed just about everything that I needed to do on the track, now I just need to do career mode. Ever wondered why relationships don't work for some people? Why I never had the goals to ask somebody on a legitimate date? Because you just have to be patient about it. You just cannot not ask somebody overnight. You need to know the person quite well before you move on. That's why you should take advice from me, the master of relationships. Even though I never did, it does not matter because as long as you have a good sense of mind on what you need to do, you're gonna be okay in life. That made no sense, so disregard what I just said. The irrelevant commercial is over. Go back to your lives. The whole introduction has been paid for by the New World Order. Even else has been paid by the New World Order.
Well, thank you for those inspiring messages, Luis.
No problem, I tried.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So let's get into the next award. We're back at the EWRL Season 3B Awards ceremony, the final half hour. And let's get right into it. Let's give out the Snow Performance Award. And that award goes to everybody's favorite, the criminal.
Yeah.
I mean, the criminal, he tied for the most wins, but he earned more of them. He earned more wins. Really, the only one I earned was Texas. To be honest, Bristol was been battled a little bit harder for. Michigan was given to me, and Homestead was a late race restart. So that is that.
Why did it give me Ford? I picked the Chevrolet. God damn it.
But yeah, he criminal. He didn't lead the most laps, but he won a lot of races. He got the fastest lap. He was competitive. He gave it all his all. He criminal. I feel like he deserves that award. The best driver. I mean the what was the award again?
I couldn't tell you right now.
No, it was
Dominant driver of the year or favorite driver of the year?
Sunoco Diamond Performance. That's it. Sunoco Diamond Performance Award went to the criminal.
Okay.
Did I give him his fastest lap award?
Yes, you did.
Oh shit! Then we only got 5 awards. All right. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, we have a little bit of time. How was your radio show on Wednesday?
It went pretty good for the most part. About goddamn time I get to do my show. Because it's late September now. I should have done it in August. Because
Why did it take you so long?
Because we were refrained from doing our show early, even though I've been doing it longer than they have. That's why.
Well,
And now I have to do everything in a very tight schedule so I can get the job done. And now I have to do a 24-hour program at some point just to catch up on lost time. I don't know if I'll do it, but it may be something I'd like to do.
damn. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
How's your leg?
Nothing interesting right now. Obviously, just playing NASCAR Heat Evolution. I'm trying to get it done. Jay Sellen just flew by me. I'm in career mode now. I'm trying to get a top 20 at least.
But your leg.
Oh, my leg. I found life. It's been a lot better. It's a lot better. I can walk normally. I'm back where I was 2 weeks ago.
Well, I can't say the same. Oh my god. I mean, I can walk normally. I don't have to use crutches, but oh god.
Yep.
Football has been killing me. Killing me slowly. Football's yeah, I had a cramp, I think, or something in my right calf muscle for some plays. And basically, the rest of the game, I felt that muscle, either pulled or whatever. My ass hurts. My thighs hurt. Every time I try to sit down, my thighs hurt.
Looks like kind of good.
Sit down, my ass. My shoulders hurt. It's been interesting. It's been fun.
It's getting a lot better though. You said it's kind of hit or miss right now.
Oh yeah. Which reminds me, yeah, we won on Thursday
Nice.
by 41 points.
You're on the freshman team, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We obliterated this other team. by 41 points. The score was 44-3, and the only reason they got 3 points was because a new guy got fouled with like 5 seconds left, and they were able to get a field goal.
Wow.
And it was fun. We dominated on our home field. Man, they might as well just not have shown up. It pretty much would have been.
When are you?
We were trying to get
When is your guys' homecoming?
in a month. It's October 27th is the freshman game. October 28th, the varsity game. And the dance is October 29th.
That is very late.
Yeah. I think after that we only
usually mid-October. Oh man, and where I am is this coming week. It's a whole week celebrations work, but I really don't give a rat's ass about it, honestly.
Oh yeah, we have a whole week too. But yeah.
What the fuck, Casey Kane?
Why don't you give a rat's ass about homecoming?
What the fuck, Casey Kane? You just wrecked me. Now Sorry, Emerson. I just got drilled by Casey Kane.
It's fine.
That's the first time I got wrecked. I had to restart the race spot. Oh, it's not in college. Homecoming is completely different than high schools. I enjoy the high school a lot more because of the dance aspect of homecoming here. It's just mostly for the Greeks and sororities and all that hoopla.
All right. Well, the next award, and I'm sure this guy will be really happy that he even got an award. The Underdog of the Year. You got to give it to him. He gave it his all. I mean, I expected a lot less out of him, but to see him fight for this hard for this long, he was waiting for next season. But he decided to join the league, get used to everybody. But Tristan, Night NASCAR, the Underdog of the Year. What else can you say? I mean, I feel like he deserves it.
Yeah, I thought I was the underdog. I'm just kidding.
No, you're just under.
well, I am performing under in career mode because obviously it's career mode. Come Daytona, I will finish in the top 15.
Yep, but that was the Underdog of the
What are
year.
you doing over there?
Any comments on that?
I can definitely see that. No,
Sure.
honestly, no comment. Even though usually when I respond to one of his stuff on Facebook, it's like 3 hours later. But all good. I will not finish behind Brian Scott. I will have to wreck him to make that possible, even though I'm driving the 44. Which is kind of funny. I'm in the 44 considering my NR and R Factor days are just not so memorable.
So, just in general, what is the biggest shock you've had this year?
In EWRL, correct?
In general.
Oh. I don't have one. I couldn't tell you. It hasn't happened yet this year.
What's the biggest shock you can think of?
From this year?
I mean,
No. Maybe the fact that I was there when Tony Stewart won.
And maybe his last win.
Possible. Who knows what will happen in the next couple of races.
Yeah.
And I
Don't
lost
forget,
all momentum.
Stewart won Loudon in 2011.
Yeah, he won loud. Yeah, but that was on Fuma. That was the race that got away from Boyer when I liked Boyer, when I didn't mind Boyer at the time.
So, along with Tony Stewart, other biggest shocks of the NASCAR season. Chris Buescher, definitely. Matthew Benedetto getting a top 5 at Bristol. Kyle Larson. Not really a shock, but you know, we've been waiting for that for a long time.
I'm shocked that Joey Gase was 15 laps down compared to Jeffrey Earnhardt only been the most at least 8. Get him out, get him! God damn it! I got beat by Larson.
Didn't somebody win a cup race by 14 laps?
Continue.
All right. So as I talk about that, the most shocking driver performance of the year. This driver was able to tie the criminal with the season. No one even saw this driver getting more than 2. Myself, EWRL Emerson. I'm going to give myself the most shocking driver performance of the year.
It's all about the game. Yeah, that's not surprising. I actually do agree. I would have gone with you or Dylan.
Well, we got rid of Dylan, so I decided drivers that either quit or we got rid of didn't really get awards. You know, just to keep things more interesting. I've never done a face cam for so long. We only have a couple awards left. Let's save them for a little bit. Let's take a little bit of a year in review. You could kind of say, I guess. Go to go down. Daytona, Vanessa won. Atlanta, the criminal won and led the most laps. Bristol, I won over Sniper. The criminal won Richmond, leading the most laps. Talladega, Brandon won, leading the most laps, and that was a fun cool down lap. If you remember earlier in the broadcast.
Yep.
Kansas, the criminal won. That was basically Marco won Dover. He ended up sweeping Dover later in the season. The Coke 600 went to Vanessa, trying to get, I think it's called the Triple Crown, winning the 500, the 600, and the 7,500. Or what's the Triple Crown?
The Coke, the 500, the 600, and the Brickyard.
The Brickyard? It's not the 7?
Yeah.
Oh.
The 500, the 600, and the 7,500.
Manic won Pocono, which was his first win, and he was the first-time winner of this season. Then we went to Sonoma. Brandon dominated and won. Daytona, Chevy came in. Very first race he does, he wins and puts himself into the chase. The Brickyard, Brandon returns after his week vacation. Not actually a vacation, he just took the week off. Came back, dominated again, and won. Dominated again and almost won at Watkins Glen, but it was me who was able to finish up in front of him after an intense battle to the checkers. Then the following week, I was the only driver to go back-to-back at Michigan after the 2 drivers in front of me wrecked. At Darlington, completing the Southern Crown, but Triple Crown, Vanessa won the 500, the Daytona 500, the Coke 600, and the Southern 500. We go to Richmond for the criminal's 4th win of the season, and that was the chase cutoff. Landon was 1 position away from the chase, and at Richmond, after Richmond, Cody before Richmond, just after Richmond, Cody was claimed as a chase spoiler. After a couple days, information was uncovered that Dylan basically cheated to ensure himself a spot and had Malenko drive for him, which at the time no subs were allowed. No subs are allowed at the moment until we go to next season. But I said no subs allowed because it was a tribute season. That kind of should have went out the window. It just never really did. So Cody was a chase spoiler. He led the most laps and dominated Chicago. But he ended up being put into the chase along with Landon. We went to New Hampshire, and Vanessa won that, finishing third with a yellow engine. He went to Dover, and Markle completing the only sweep of the season. Nope, that's wrong. The Criminal also swept Richmond, but Markle swept Dover. Vanessa swept Charlotte. She led the most laps and won Charlotte. Kansas went to Cody after late race restart. I ended up finishing third after leading the most laps and missing pit road twice. Dylan won his at Talladega. The following weekend, Martinsville probably the most controversial finish of the season. Into turn one on the white flag, Cody bumped Brandon out of the way and into the wall. The following turn three, Brandon dived it in there, took Cody and Sniper out. Sniper was an innocent bystander, innocent victim, and those two, Cody and Sniper, ended up losing their way of it. The next week at Texas, I went on to dominate and win the Samsung Radio Shack 500. This was the weekend of Darlington, and I decided to go for throwback race name. The next What the fuck did you do?
I put in Formula One. It's trying to run.
On his final race of the season and decided that he was going to try to one-up me, but that ended up not happening. At Homestead, Brandon dominated, looked like he was going to win the title with 6 laps to go. We had the dumbass moment of the year happen, followed by the most, what did I even say? What was well. But I went on and I had a perfect restart, and I led the final 2 laps to get the championship to tie 5 wins between the Criminal and I. That is spectacular. Between the Criminal, Brandon, and I, that is 14 wins out of 26 races. That is more than half of the wins by 3 drivers.
Now that's a career right there. Now that's a season.
Yep, that is the EWRL career mode from the official EWRL license game. Released by what is it? By Torres Games and made by Bell Technics.
What?
I said the official EWRL license game was released by Taurus. It was released by Taurus Inc. and it was made by Bell Games. There you go.
Wow.
All right, so as I wasted your time, we still have 2 more awards left, and then we'll go ahead and we'll wrap up the show. We only have 10 minutes left, but we have 2 awards, 2 very important awards. The Best Driver of the Year or the Rookie of the Year award. Which should we go with first?
I say Rookie of the Year.
All right. The Rookie of the Year award. This driver came in later than any other of the final 4 contenders. Came in and didn't even win till the chase started. He wasn't even put into the chase at first. This driver drove the 2nd most hated driver in NASCAR. Not even. I'm not even going to say that. This driver beat out 2 other drivers that I thought were going to get the Rookie of the Year. Actually, 3 other drivers. This driver Are you getting tired of me saying this?
Okay, say who's the driver.
This driver, rookie of the year is Triple V Trez, Cody Vreeland. Give it up for Cody, taking away that rookie of the year title, making it into the Final Four, and just stunning the field, almost taking the title away from Brandon at one point. Cody Vreeland, rookie of the year. Any comments on that?
I think he earned it.
Definitely. Well, somebody went on to F1 2016. How's
I'm
F1?
trying to survive Baku.
How's F1 2016 for you?
I'm just running Baku right now.
All right. I'll tell you, we actually have 2 awards left, but we will not get to one award just yet. Tomorrow at the NASCAR After the Lap and NASCAR Victory Lap and NASCAR After the Lap, or EWRL Victory Lap and EWRL After the Lap. That's where we will announce the most popular driver award. Right now, I could say that I could crown the most popular driver right now. The driver in the lead right now has 2 votes, but not everybody has voted. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll wait on that. So tomorrow. But we have one more award. But before we get to that, let's go a little bit more review of this season. This season, we ended up making it to 100 races. What do you think of that?
I think that's an incredible accomplishment. You guys made it through 100 races. I don't know how many leagues can say you guys ran 100. So I think that's a huge accomplishment, honestly. And I think you definitely deserve the 100 races.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And out of 100 races, I can say over a quarter of them were won by everybody's favorite person, Tyler Camp. Yep, by 19 races. So that means he won over half of the races in the first season. He won 7 races in season 2 until he was finally kicked. And yeah, he won 26 races. Second on the all-time wins list, yours truly, myself, Emerson Arden, with 11 wins. Never thought I'd even get into the double digits in my own league, but we did. Followed by Butt Buddies Brandon and D Criminal with 9 wins apiece. There, that is 7. That is 55 wins right there. 55 wins just out of 4 drivers. So yeah, 55 wins out of those drivers. And after Brandon and Darius,
The Baku wall.
8, Landon with 7, and that'll bring it up to 70 wins with 6 drivers. After Landon was Sniper and Vanessa, 6 wins apiece, which brings it up to 82 wins. After that was Larry with 5 wins, which brings it up to 87 wins. After him was Kyle with 4 wins, which brings it up to 94. Then Cody with 2 more, which is 90. Wait, what? 91. Sorry. Then after Cody was 93. Then followed by Mitch 94, Mike 95, Reese 96, Pops 97, Manic 98, Chevy 99, and Dylan 100 wins. That was in order. Dylan did not win the 100th race. I won the 100th race and championship. Why are we getting all these viewers now? There's 1 award left. We have 3 viewers now. We had 1 viewer all through the show. But yeah. I guess go back and watch the awards after the stream because I'm not gonna go back through all these fucking awards. Hey, Cody, he decided to jump into the chat after him winning his award.
Yep, just got the word.
I guess he was. Got one more award left. Well, actually two, but again, one will be announced tomorrow night. One more award left. Well, Best Driver of the Year. Now, I've already said this name several times through tonight. It's pretty obvious this driver would win. The only other thing would be his competitor who led the most laps of the season, or his other competitor who tied him in wins, but had like one of the shittiest average finishes ever. But the Best Driver of the Year award goes to the driver who didn't even come into the. He wasn't even on the. He wasn't even a thought on the roster coming into Daytona, and here he is, sitting here. Probably could have won the championship, but didn't because of damage. The Best Driver of the Year award, in my honest opinion, goes to Heat Criminal. Long hard season. Probably should have been the actual champion. What are your thoughts on Best Driver of the Year to Deep Criminal, Luis? Luis?
I think he deserves it.
I mean, he went on to win five races this season, tied for the most. But his 5 races, his first start, he came in and he won Atlanta. He dominated Atlanta on his first start of the season. Nobody even thought he'd be decent. Here he comes up. I'm gonna go dominate. Dominates Atlanta, gets the fastest lap and wins. Then 2 weeks later, he dominates Richmond and wins. Then 2 weeks later, he wins Kansas. And he was on a roll until after Kansas, he went on a dry spell. He went on a dry spell all the way through to the next Richmond race. And then in Richmond, that's where he did not dominate, but he won and he got the fastest lap at Richmond. And then he went on a dry spell all through the chase, except we got the Phoenix. But one more win, so Emerson can't one-up me. And he gets that one more win at Phoenix, and I get that next win at Homestead, which has us tied. So, the Criminal driving a spectacular season, well deserved. Don't forget, tomorrow night is the EWRL Victory Lap and the EWRL After the Lap, where the driver tell all, the driver tease, the drivers just have fun tomorrow. Stick around for that tomorrow. Any closing remarks, Luis?
Until we meet again, I'm cutting off the goddamn track in Russia because I've never played Russia, but hope you guys enjoyed, and I will not wreck in the opening round. I will say that.
You want to wreck anyone else but himself, he's trying to say.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, don't forget, tomorrow, more than likely, in between the NASCAR Victory Lap and after the NASCAR Victory Lap and before the EWRL After the Lap, we will announce the most popular driver. So make sure you're watching the streams tomorrow if you're interested in who wins the most popular driver. And if you want to vote, make sure you vote for the most popular driver. Make sure you send me a message on Facebook. Gotta vote for that most popular damn driver. So yeah, that was EWRL Season 3B in a nutshell. Those were all the awards. It was a great season. I'm ready to. We'll see y'all on Formula 1 2016 and NASCAR Heat Evolution for EWRL Season 4. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Everybody's pumped for it. I'm pumped for it. Luis is pumped for it because he's finally going to do a goddamn race in the damn league. He's not going to miss their starting part. How about that, Luis?
Can't wait. Let's see how well it can be.
Until we meet again, I am the league owner of EWRL. I'm Emerson Arden, alongside Luis Torres. In tonight's award ceremony, bringing you a lot of awards tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope you got the awards you wanted. Hope your drivers got the awards you wanted them to get. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.